I just want to cross over into the digital space. Got a lot of stuff to do and I got a lot of notes to take. Wild. You can't do anything else if you aren't healthy. So that's key with all of this. Really get to know yourself. Do many things at one time. Establish that barrier. Get what you have to get done and then you can have time to play. I can get things done and still have time to play, and I want that for you. Oops. Hey, what is up? Kate the Gray here. Welcome back to my channel. It's really nice to have you here. Today, we are talking all about how to be productive. I'm going to take you through bits and pieces throughout my week to show you and give you tips. Not that I'm like the productivity queen. However, I do get things done. And I want to give you tips and tricks and show you how to be productive, how to get things done, ranging all from work to fitness to just everything. So what I have here today is currently Sunday. I just finished up setting up my weekly email that's going to go out tomorrow, Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I will link the sign up for the weekly emails down below. You don't want to miss out on that because I had a secret monthly giveaway that goes live every single month, and the October one just went out last week. Every single month, you never know when they're going to drop, so be on the lookout in the emails, plus everything else that I share on the emails, exclusive email only chit chat, and just everything fun over there. So make sure you sign up for those and be on the lookout for the November giveaway that can drop any week. Moving on. I just finished setting that up. That will go out tomorrow. And now I am set up and I'm going to start planning out my week just to get all of my clients scheduled in my planner, get all of my to-do list going, and just have a nice setup, clean mindset to start the week and to crush the week, obviously, and get everything that I need to get done. Okay, things that I have with me. If you watched my weekly vlog 2 weeks ago, I had gotten an iPad Pro, so I'm actually in the midst of transferring my planning process into my iPad Pro as opposed to using my planner. I talked about this in my monthly favorites. This is actually the planner that I am using, the paper planner, but I just want to cross over into the digital space since I have my iPad now and I like to do a lot of stuff on there, and then I'll show you when I do it. But the app that I use, I can crisscross into my Mac and then I can crisscross it into my phone. So but I really like this one still. I actually talked about it in my favorites video. I'll pop that here. But this is it. It's by Day Designer. It's actually just like so great. Let me open up to a day. But it has, oh my goodness, excuse me. It has all times for you to plan throughout the day. Hopefully, there we go. Times throughout the day, and then a big to-do list, and then it notes. I like the big to-do list and the big notes section just because, you know, got a lot of stuff to do and I got a lot of notes to take. So I like the day planner as it is scheduled through the day. Oh my gosh. It's scheduled throughout the day by time, by the hour, and I train on the hour, so it's easier for me to schedule and just have that extra copy of the planner as opposed to my calendar that I use. Anywho, this is my amazing iPad. I am just like loving it. I use the app GoodNotes, and so I use a planner on here, a digital planner. I'm actually in the midst of making my own just to cater it more to myself and like what I want on my planner and just like, yeah, create my own. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. I will have that for 2022. Can't believe I'm saying that. And so be on the lookout for that. If you want it, I'll have it in one of my videos like later down in the end of the year. But any hooser, I am planning on here. I will do a daily planner just like I have on my other one. So I'm just gonna have a nice little setup. I'm gonna pop this actually off of here so I can use my cool Apple Pencil. Again, technology is just wild. So yeah, I figured we'd do a little bit of a planning. Got my pencil, my iPad, my phone. I'm probably gonna play music. I am currently loving the Spotify playlist. Maybe I'll link it down below. Spotify playlist. It is a Taylor Swift, Folklore, and Evermore playlist. Got my water, and I also have a puppy, but like, you don't need a puppy to do this. Here she is. She's just taking a little snooze. And that's that. So let's hop into it. Before we hop into it, please give this video a like and subscribe down below. It really helps to support me and my channel. And so you can always come back and hang out with me again, whatever I have on here. Oh my gosh, I'm so popped. So let's continue. We will plan after I answer this call, and I will see you throughout the week. Aww. She's so funny. So it is the next day. I had a little bit of a different start to my morning. I was just like really tired and just need a little bit extra sleep. I've had some little bit of setback with my aches and pains. I know this is like totally off topic, but I'm just explaining. I've had a little bit of a setback with some aches and pains, so I haven't been that consistent with my training schedule, only just because I had to, kind of. So I've only been really doing my morning walks, maybe if that, but I am starting to get back into it this week. But regardless, another thing I wanted to mention is to always have some sort of routine. I recently posted a video, I think it was a couple weeks ago. I will link it here. It's my morning routine. Usually I am up pretty early, around most mornings at 6:30. I get up at 5 sometimes because I will have early clients, but basically get yourself a routine. Check out this one, but just to get yourself used to being in some sort of pattern, that will help you not derail off of the track that easily, so that you're not distracted by things, because you have a certain routine of things that you get done. So it'll make you more productive and efficient if you have some sort of routine or plan. Even if the routine is different every day, try to establish it either like the night before or in general, so that you kind of know where you're going the next day, as opposed to lollygagging around, maybe messing around and kind of losing time that you could be putting into other things that you have to do. Now, when I mention being productive, it does mean something different to everyone. For me specifically, it is work and school work. It was in the past studying for my new certification, and workouts, getting your training in, getting activity in, because honestly that's just as important, because you can't do anything else if you aren't healthy and living as healthy and fit of a lifestyle as you can, whatever that means to you. Don't forget that one. And another thing that I wanted to mention, which ironically had happened today, is give yourself a break if you do not get everything done that you have to get done. So for example, if one day you cannot get a workout in, that's okay. If things pop up, try to have a plan A, a plan B, maybe a plan C, but always have a backup plan just in case things don't go the way that you plan. And it's okay. Try to give yourself a break, cut yourself some slack. Actually, cut yourself some slack, ironically, is the theme in my weekly email that went out. So make sure you sign up for those below. The one I mentioned yesterday, that one that went out, cut yourself some slack. It's okay if you aren't the most productive person ever. This whole video is just to give you tips and just guide you a little bit so that you can be productive as you want for yourself in your life. So everything will vary, and something that I'm personally working on is not feeling bad about myself if I'm not productive, and trying to take advantage of the productive times so that when I'm not, I can have that rest and relaxation time, get everything done that I have to get done, so that I don't feel bad when I have me time. And that brings us into the next tip. make sure you have time for yourself. Make sure you are setting aside time for yourself to do things that you love. Like, I love to sit down, chill, relax, and watch maybe some YouTube videos, or I like training, so working out is like a me time. So like, I have that set up later after I am doing a little bit of the editing. So I'm getting some work done, making the time efficient for that, and then giving myself grace time to do something for me. So that's key with all of this. And that brings us into this last little bit, which is make a space of your own for you to get stuff done. So like, I have this big desk space that I use to get work done. And you would have actually seen this setup in my posture video. I will link that one here too, where I basically show you my entire desk setup and ideal positions for the best posture during working and just productiveness and getting things done, either sitting or standing, and then the whole desk setup. So make sure you check out that one because it is ideal to have your own space to get things done. And with that being said, I am getting back to work. Time to edit. Hello, it is the next day. It is raining, in case you hear the little sprinkles of rain in the window above me. That's what that is, a nice gloomy day. But I wanted to continue the productivity chats. I know this is the same video for you, but it's a new day for me. I got my morning routine done. I trained a client, and then I trained myself, went on my morning walk, getting back to it, playing off what I was talking about yesterday with the plan A, plan B, always having a backup plan. Yesterday, I was unable to, a couple of different obstacles, unable to get my training in for myself yesterday, which is okay. The way that I split my workouts, the way that I train throughout the week, I'll link that here, my workout split. In regards to that, it is a very efficient way for me to not panic if I can't get my training in, because it just rolls into the next day. It's kind of just like a nice flow. You'll know what I'm talking about more if you watch that. But basically, I'm able to just push my training to the next day, and I'm not hard on myself. I get it done, just get back on track, and I feel good, and I set myself up to be productive and feel good, make good decisions towards all of the goals that I have, like personally and health and fitness wise and just work wise, everything. I always just feel better when I get movement in. So now I'm going to get into work. I'm just going to go through my planner for today, go through what I was not able to get done yesterday, basically move it to the next day, so today, and then if not, I will just put it on like my bigger plan list of things that I can push, and things that I know I can get done today, I will do today. And that brings us into the next tip, which is to just be realistic of what you can and what you cannot get done. So like, really get to know yourself. Get to know yourself, how long it takes you to do things. So for example, I know it's going to take me a long time to edit the videos, like this video right here. So I block off and have in my head that it's going to take me a decent amount of time, so I won't plan a bunch of different things that I also have to do. I'll edit on days where I don't have as many clients. So just plan around the way that you know how fast or slow you will get things done, so that you don't have so much on your to-do list and then you don't get it done and then you feel bad for yourself if you do that. I mean, sometimes I do that. And then you're just pushing and trailing things that you have to do off to the next day, off to the next day. Just be realistic with yourself in regards to what you can and can't do, and then in the bigger picture of what you can and can't handle. So I think I'm pretty good at knowing what I can and can't do in the bigger picture of things that I do. So making sure I don't take on too many things, because I know I'm going to get way too stressed if I have way too many things on my plate. And that's something that I'm lucky that I was able to get down pretty early on in my college career and all of that. I can understand how I can handle my own workload with everything I have to do. Balancing life, like everything. I'm talking like hanging out with PJ, working out, making sure I'm eating, having time to eat, having time to make what I'm gonna eat, spending time with my family, spend time with the puppies that are now in my house. And then of course just getting everything done that I want for my business, spending time to make sure my clients' programs are the best, of course. Studying, school, everything like that. So just get to know yourself and how you do things, and be honest with yourself and realistic. Dream big, but dream big for you so that you can actually get things done and be as successful as you want in all areas of your life. When I'm talking about this stuff, I'm talking about everything. Anything you do, this should be catered to you, of course, because we're all different and unique. Another tip that I want to mention in order to be efficient and get things done is to do active things while other things are passively getting done. So stacking habits, just learning to prioritize your time in certain ways to be able to do many things at one time, and just creating habits and starting off in a journey to establish things that will work for you. Check out this video that I made. It was basically, I think it was 5 tips on how to start your journey. I go into more details in this video, but it's basically just how to start with just the little things that will make the biggest difference to starting your journey. Of course, that's on the health and fitness, wellness side of the spectrum, but it's still all under the same umbrella of what I'm talking about, and just getting things done. Another example is, if you watch my vlogs, you'll see me say a lot, I will make sure to get movement in, or my training or activity for that day, or a little extra activity while other things are getting done. So for example, I will do some sort of physical activity as the video exports, because I cannot use the computer while it's exporting, which is understandable, you know, computer, do your thing. However, instead of just wasting time, I will do other things that I need to get done, as opposed to just like kind of mindlessly waiting for it to get done. So doing things actively, mentally, work-wise, fitness-wise, while other things are passively getting done. And lastly, let's just finish off where we started, shall we? The last thing that I want to chit-chat about is just eliminating as many distractions as you can. So I do a lot of my work in this one room. I'm able to close that door right behind me, and I can essentially just eliminate the distractions. Noise, I struggle a lot with, like external noise. I don't listen to podcasts when I do work, because I know I'm not going to be able to focus on it. I will only listen to music when I'm doing busy type of work where I am not distracted by the music. I try to keep my phone away from me, even though it is hard. And I do a decent amount of work on my phone, but when I'm not, I try to just keep it away. And a good thing is maybe putting the phone or your electronics on do not disturb. I do this a decent amount. I especially do it when I'm training, of course, so that my client has my full attention and my phone's not just ringing and going off the whole time. I feel like that was an obvious thing. Regardless, try to eliminate as many distractions as you can. Let everyone know around you. If you are working with people in the place that you live, or the office that you're in, or just anything in general, try to just let everyone know, like, hey, I gotta get this done. Or just like establish that barrier where they are just not coming in or distracting you or anything like that, so that you can really get what you have to get done, and then you can have time to play, like what I was saying yesterday. And the last thing, I just wanted to check in one more time and say that do not be hard on yourself. Get things done, and it's hard not to have that hustle mentality. I try to put as much stuff on my plate without overwhelming myself as much as I can, so that I can set myself up for as great of a life that I want for myself. Again, that goes for everything: work, business, school, going back to school, health and fitness, making myself a priority so that I can be as healthy as I can for everything in life, especially later in life. Don't be so hard on yourself. Cut yourself some slack. Always have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. Learn to roll with things. I know I don't have any other living thing that needs me. Like, I have no kids right now. I have no puppies that actually need me. I'm just the aunt. So I know I don't have the experience with those type of distractions yet. However, just learn to roll with the punches. Know that things can get pushed to the next day. Just don't push them forever, because then you won't get them done. And again, be realistic with what you can and cannot do. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for accountability. Telling people what you're doing, being like, hey, I want to get this done. Posting it on public places like, this is coming and I hope you're excited about it. So then people are like, oh my gosh, Kate said she was going to post that one thing, so I have to be ready for it. And that gives me the accountability to get things done that I want to get done, to be able to share them with other people. So accountability is a huge thing. Even with fitness, of course, I am accountability for all of my clients and I hold them accountable. And that's a big, big, big thing. And people will get things done if other people know about them and they're just held to it. Totally works. So make sure you tell some people what you're up to, being like, hey, these are my big dreams, this is what I want to get done. Even the day-to-day stuff, like, I want to get this done today. Maybe someone will check in and be like, hey, did you get that done? And you can be like, yeah, totally, nailed it. And that's such a good feeling. And if not, you can just explain to them and then have the accountability for the next day, like, hey, I had to push it to tomorrow, but I'm still going to get it done. Overall accountability. I feel like we understand what I'm saying. I think that's enough blabber for today. I feel like you get it. I hope that you have enjoyed these past couple of productive days and just learning how to be productive. I hope you can take away the things that I've said and cater them to your life. And then just remember, as a huge disclaimer, I am not claiming that I am the most productive person in the world. I sometimes don't get things done. No one's perfect in any way, and we all have setbacks. We all have things that throw us off the track. Of course I have that, as you've seen that, especially if you've seen my comeback series on the fitness and health side of my life. So just make sure you understand, with everything that I'm saying today, it's not perfect and things go awry. Plans change, like yesterday and today my fitness plan changed. So just learn to roll with it. Try not to be so hard on yourself. Know that everybody struggles. Everyone struggles. Just so we're all on the same page. At the same time, I am able to get a lot of things done, and I do pride myself on that, and I'm pretty happy that I'm able to do that and have established things that work for me. I can get things done and still have time to play, and I want that for you. So that is it. I think I've blabbered enough today. Thank you so much for watching. If you did make it this far into the video, I really, really appreciate it. As always, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye. Alrighty. No, I don't want to say that. During working, I do